Hello everybody, my name is Wayne. I just thought I'd introduce myself to you and tell you where I'm at and why I decided to go with Shakeology and the Beachbodies programs. A few years back I had some medical issues which ended up putting a whole lot of weight on me. I had gotten myself up to 365 pounds was the last time I wanted to look at it. It affected my lungs. It affected the way that I could move. I couldn't move. I couldn't go out and exercise. I couldn't do anything because I couldn't breathe. And because I couldn't breathe, I just kept putting the weight back on. Or on more, I should say. So the more weight I put on, the less I could breathe. The less I could breathe, the more weight I put on. Anyway, finally came down to the point that something had to happen. I had been diagnosed with a paralyzed left diaphragm, and that was the reason why I couldn't breathe. Turned out that I had 85% of a collapsed lung on my left side. They started or I actually met up with a doctor who was doing a program, and I became one of 50 in the world who had what they called a diaphragmatic pacer put in. And basically what it was like, and I'm sure all of you have heard of those ab belts where you put them on your abs and it will go ahead and tighten and strengthen the muscle. It was the same type of thing, except it was put inside and it strengthened and tightened the diaphragm. Well, lo and behold, after a few years it worked. I don't have 100% use, but I went from, well, let's just say 85% collapsed left lung to about a 10%, and I'm using about 90% of my lung now. So that was able, by losing the or being able to use my lung, I was able to lose the weight. Total right now is I went from 365 pounds, I'm down to 194 now. Lost over 160 pounds, 165 pounds. Well, my good friend Brittany noticed it and said, Wayne, you need to go ahead and get hooked onto this Shakeology. Well, it was difficult losing the weight. Shakeology sure made that difficult road a whole lot easier. It gave me the vitamins I needed. It gave me that full feeling I needed to where I wasn't dying. It gave me the energy. Energy again. I didn't know I had it. Be honest with you, I wrote myself off. If it wasn't for that doctor that caught up with me and came up with this device, I was done. So I started on the Shakeologies. And then I started with the exercising. And Brittany and I, we talked more and more. And she coached. She was my coach. She is my coach. Coached me through some really tough times. And got me involved. And now I'm a coach. Makes me feel pretty proud that I can help other people. And there are some people on my site. I would like to have more. My page is called Sound Off 123. I'm ex-military, and I believe that the exercising should be something that you do every day. I mean, I always worked with my arms and my hands and my legs, and I built houses and I unloaded trucks. I just did everything I could do. And when I was able to incorporate what I did during the day into an exercise program, it made it feel that much better. I mean, I come from a long line of workers. My granddaddy was a coal miner. All my relatives worked hard their lives. So I was able to incorporate it. Now, Brittany has this program she's doing now. It's a 22-minute workout, and it's based on the military type basic training. I can't wait to get started on it. As a matter of fact, we're starting here real shortly. I would, if you want, text me or email me on my page, and I'll get you hooked up with Brittany or myself, depending on how it's going to go. I haven't talked to her quite yet about how exactly we're going to work it. But there is a 22-minute program. It's set up, and we're ready to roll with it as soon as I get the rest of the information. But anyway, I wanted to introduce myself to you. I'm a granddaddy. I can play with my kids now where I couldn't before, 360 plus pounds. Now, you gotta understand, I stopped weighing myself when I hit 365. I know I weighed a lot more. I just couldn't see it anymore. I didn't want to see it. But now I'm on the floor playing with my granddaughter. I got a new grandson that's on his way next month. I can go out and do things. I go out fishing. I go out and I fly airplanes. I don't know if you can tell. I got some airplanes hanging around. But now I can go out and do these things. I can go out and be with my friends. Actually, I can go out and make friends. It was real difficult for me. I think a lot of us have gone through situations like this where I didn't want to be seen in public. The last place on earth you'd ever see me was in a grocery store or like a restaurant. Because in my mind, all I could think about is these people are looking at me and saying, what does he have? I mean, well, why is he out here eating? Look how big he is. He has no right to be out here buying more food or eating in a restaurant. There's people hungry. Why is he doing it? And so it came to the point to where I didn't go grocery shopping unless it was 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't want to be seen in public. I didn't want to have my boy see me in public or anybody I knew. I didn't, my friends list died because I felt embarrassed for them having to be seen with me. It's tough. I'm still not at a point to where I can coach you not to feel that way. There are a lot of people that are. So I'm still getting coached myself, not only from Brittany, but from her coaches. And slowly, I'm getting to the point now where I'm out in public. I mean, well, goodness gracious, I put on my basic training uniform, which I hadn't seen in 30 years, but I was able to put it on. So I don't feel so bad being in public anymore. But I would certainly like to be better and be able to go out with my friends. And so if you feel like this is happening to you, well, there's somebody, I'm here, I can understand it. I don't know if I can help you 100%, but I bet you if we work together on it, we can come up with something. So anyway, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Wayne, like I said, and my page is SoundOff123. And let's see what happens. I am a coach, so if you want to get started on this stuff, hit me up for it. I'm going to spread my video around a little bit and see what happens. Anyway, good luck. If you're a pound lighter today than you were yesterday, you're doing great. You're doing awesome. So let's just keep up the hard work. And God bless everyone.